Good afternoon, it's time. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Mail Day. This is your host, Mike Steen, of course, Star Show. As always, it's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. Bucky's not happy. We'll get to the Lions game in a minute. But as you can see in front of Bucky is a picture of our daughter, Sookie. And why do I have that? Sookie had a little medical incident Saturday. And I didn't even watch the first half of the game because we had to take her to the emergency room and the veterinarian, and still not sure to this day what happened. But she's favoring her back leg, and she doesn't run. She lifts to the side, and she stands, crooked, and she's scared, and it's a very hard weekend. And as much as it hurt the Lions game, it wasn't the worst thing that happened to me that day. It happened to us that day. We took her in. They did blood work and checked different stuff. She was severely hydrated. She got sick like 4 or 5 times that day, and she still hasn't eaten that much. She's been back. We had to leave her overnight, and it was very hard. And both of us did not sleep at all. We picked her up the next morning, and she's gotten better, but she's still scared, and she's not sure what's going on, and she still, like I said, walks with one leg to the side a little bit, stumbles if she jumps up on the couch, and just has some trouble walking. We do exercise. We're taking her again for another doctor visit, and so I just wanted to put Sookie's picture up there because she means the world to us. And some things are more important than football. And she's definitely one of them. And so I just wanted to let people know. And we got lots of prayers and good wishes for her. And Carla put her on, Facebook a couple of times. And my sister called. And so that was nice. So she's getting better. She said she was a little scared and just apprehensive about walking and jumping. Now, she just walked down the stairs into the bat cave. That was very surprising. And she walked back upstairs, but you can tell she favors her back left leg. We don't know if she had a seizure, some kind of chemical imbalance. She ate something she shouldn't have. We just don't know. And we'll see what information we find out today. That being said, Saturday's game. Well, final score was 45-31, and I congratulate the Commanders. They played a very good game. Lions were in it for quite a while. They were ahead for a few times. I've never seen their defense play worse than they did Saturday. They could not stop them at all. They stopped them a couple of times, and they held them to a couple of field goals, but they could not stop them at all. Secondary was trash. Linebackers did not play all that well. Had more injuries. Excuse me. I think McNeil got injured and a couple other players. And just big plays. The Lions had some big plays too. A couple plays that stood out. The trick play they tried a pass, flea flicker pass, wide receiver was intercepted. It was third and 2, and they got too many men on the field. Penalty, which was stupid. And I have to give Dan Campbell credit because he took the blame for everything. Some people said they didn't look prepared. I'm not sure about that. But some people complained that Gibbs wasn't on the field first before Montgomery was. Maybe. Montgomery had a great game, or Gibbs had a great game. Jared Goff did not. Threw 2 interceptions. They had 5 turnovers altogether. You're not going to win games. Now, they did one game earlier this year, but no, you're not going to do that in the playoffs. And they just big play after big play. And I give Commanders credit. They're a very good team, obviously. and they deserve to win. Now, next week they play the Philadelphia Eagles. There's 4 teams, and the Chiefs play the Bills, which should be a great game. Chiefs got a lot of positive penalties. A couple roughing the passers, which I didn't think were that should have been called, but Chiefs got favor. and but good teams apparently get that. But the Bills are another team I root for because I like the players and I like the team itself. But the Chiefs are in it again. That's my brother's team, like I mentioned many times. I'm losing my voice. But so that should be a very, very good game, and then that'll be determine the Super Bowl. I'm not an Eagles fan. I wanted Stafford to get another one, but they were close. Eagles prevailed, and we'll see what happens. But interesting. It's been interesting. 2 games. The Lions. I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Have some off-season moves they're going to have to deal with. Offensive and defensive coordinator are probably going to be gone. The only good thing about that is when Aaron Glenn leaves, they will get 2 more draft picks because he is a minority. And I assume they have players or coaches already destined to fill those positions. At least they should be. And I know they do. But I mean, one of the way to acknowledge and to if a team is good, other teams will want their coaches. And Lions, and I can't remember the last time Lions coach got poached for their team to another one. They were fired. They did that, but that's a sign of a good team when other teams want your coaches. And Aaron Glenn and drawing a blank what his name is. Well, the offensive coordinator, Kevin Salt, no, not Kevin Salt, whatever his name is. He's been, talked about. I mean, both of them talked for like Cowboys, Jaguars, Jets has been a popular name. So they will lose, one or I think both those guys. Free agents are gonna have to sign some players back. Some had good games, some had not so good games. You can't re-sign them all. There's some guys that should not be on the team, and I was watching the other games, and all those teams, even the ones that lost, had a pass rush. My God, I think the Chiefs had like 6 sacks, and the Eagles had a ton. I mean, they all had sacks, even the losing teams. Lions had 0 sacks, 5 turnovers, 0 sacks. That's not going to win you many games, or if at all. Now, last week's video, I forgot to check, but the last time I checked, which was the other day, had 22 views. No new members, but 22, and that was the other day. It might even be more. Regardless, I was very happy about that. I have no reason to understand why. I don't really care. That's very good. And maybe they'll come back. I don't know. But it was a great season. 15-2. Like I said, Dan Campbell took blame for the whole thing, and but I don't think the offensive defensive coordinators had great play calling either. That reverse was ridiculous, and the defense. What can you say? But he took blame for it, and I really appreciate I wish some politicians would have done that, but that's another point. But so we'll see what happens. It's going to be a very busy off season. The Lions picked 28th, so they actually moved up a couple spots. That's a positive. And I've seen a lot of mocks already, and some familiar names and some guys I'm really intrigued by. And I've got like 3 that are like, okay. Most of them are defensive ends, which is what they still need. They had no pass rush there on Saturday. No pass rush at all. And I'm hearing rumbles that Desarius Smith wants to leave. He did nothing yesterday or Saturday. Absolutely nothing. So it's like, we'll see. But they got a third round draft pick for him. So I don't know. We'll see. They won't cut him, but we'll see what happens. But there'll be a lot of changes, a lot of good changes, a lot of needed changes, and it's an exciting time. And I'm still interested in the games, um, but right now and soon I'll be full draft mode, which is in Green Bay, which I'm very excited for. And so we'll see what happens. Okay, so Sookie's doing better. She just, like I said, walked up the stairs, which was amazing. Um, but we'll keep you informed how she's doing. And thanks to everybody that mentioned her and kept her in her prayers, and she'll get better. She's our daughter, so she will get better, and she is getting better. So it's a great day. Trump's back in office. Things are going to go back the way they should be. He signed like 10,000 bills and stuff today, which is great. He said he would do that, and so it's a great day for America. And I'm very happy, and Carla's very happy, and we'll get through this, and things will get better on both sides. All right, so for Mike Cedar Star Show, as always, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. And Nacho, it's cold, you know what, out there, so stay warm, and it's even colder up north, of course, and but just stay warm, be careful, and enjoy life. All right, bye now.